U.S. surfer. The boys 16 and under, Jordy Smith from Durban, South Africa. Of course, he's on the C team, injured right now. The girls 18 and under, Jessie Miley Dyer from Australia. She's the commissioner for the women's WCT. And Team Brazil won the very first team gold medal down in Durban at New Pier in 2003. And now in 2015, we find ourselves in Oceanside.
Just so outnumbered that it's nice to see more and more women in the surf industry working to just open opportunity and open doors for these girls. You know, ISA is all about equal rights and equal opportunity for surfers around the world, despite the gender, sex, and age.
Under 18, first round, heat number 10, and let's meet our surfers in the water, hailing from South Africa. She'll be in the red jersey, Chanel Bota. In the white jersey from Portugal, Mariana Asas. In the yellow jersey from Nicaragua, Candy Rosano. And in the blue jersey, Sofia Lowy from Colombia. I'm Bo Hodge along with Mike Latronic and Shannon Marie Quirk. And we also have David Stanfield on the beach. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Bo. I would say if you're the #1 seed, you might put pressure on yourself, and there's a lot of expectations. But what I find interesting with the Hawaiian team, with all the teams, when you get out of the water, no matter how great a performance are, you have a debriefing. What did Bert talk to you about?
Bert told me, you know, like this whole week I've been kind of keeping it slow. Didn't want to push too hard, and he told me to just go out there and have fun and, you know, just find my place out there. It's just the beginning rounds, and, you know, I'm going to start building my momentum up until final, so hopefully that would work out towards the end.
You've surfed Oceanside in the summer. This is a pretty good day. Pretty amazing week here in Southern California.
Yeah, it's amazing here. It's actually hotter than what it's usually been the time that I'm usually here, so it's definitely kind of like a Hawaii weather, so it has like a little taste back home, so which we carry on, and you know, we try to relate to every place that we've gone to that reminds us of home and think of the positive and not the negatives.
The difference between pro and ISA, getting a goal or surfing for yourself in a different event, there is a little bit of pressure. You have the respect of the team, and you want to really perform for the team, correct?
Yes, I love surfing for the ISAs, and especially representing Team Hawaii. And I love competing individually as a individual professional surfer, but also coming into this event, I get to watch all my good friends, and they're all like family to me, so definitely supporting them, and they're supporting me. It's just a great feeling.
Can you?
I can say some words.
Say words and say hi to your friends in Hawaii.
Ahí está ella, es ella.
Thank you, Dad and Mom, for supporting me and my sister, and miss you guys, and I want to say hello to my grandparents in Japan too, and everybody from Hawaii who's supporting us, and yeah, let's take home the gold.
It's aloha, spirit, and love right there, and Bo, #1 seed right there. You go out there and you perform. The expectations fulfilled in that last heat.
Totally hit nail right on the spot there, David.
No,
congratulations to two-time gold medal winner in the girls 16 and under, Medina Maeda, advancing in the girls under 18 first round, and it's good to see all that. But now we got Portugal, Nicaragua, South Africa, Colombia, all vying for 2 more spots, and this could be a good contested meet here, Mike.
Yeah, well, we just saw Candelaria Rosano in the yellow jersey from Nicaragua pick up her first ride. She is definitely the youngest surfer in this competition, perhaps the youngest surfer ever in a big competition like this. She's only 9 years young.
And she's competing in both the girls under 18 and the girls under 16, which is, she is. She's under 18 and she's under 16, right?
Well, fact's a fact.
15 minutes, 25 seconds. I'd like to thank all of our great sponsors making this World Championship all possible. Of course, Vizsla and DeBlanc sponsoring the ISA World Junior Surfing Championships. We are being presented by Visit Oceanside, Surfing America, supported by Core Hydration and Surf Screen. Our media partners include Surfers Village, Grandad Zero, and Waves Brazil.
All right, well, this is our surfer Sofia Loive from Colombia in the black jersey. Got a kind of nice wave, you know. She's ridden this all the way from the outside to the inside, did a couple of weaving turns there. So based on what I've seen here on the scoreboard, 3s and 2s, that may well put her in front position, if not very close.
There's Team Nicaragua. It was just 2013 that Nicaragua was hosting the ISA World Junior Surfing Championships. And now here in Oceanside, California. Again, we are running 2 staging podium areas. What does that mean? Well, you see the pier to the right. We are on the south side of the pier. Today, the girls under 18, girls under 16 are running at this time. A total of 30 heats on the south side of the pier. Another 30 heats are being run on the north side of the pier, where the boys under 18 round number 2 qualifiers and the boys under 16 round number 2 qualifiers are surfing on the north side. So another 30 heats of surfing is being conducted on both sides of the pier.
Yeah, well, tons of activity here in Oceanside, California. Really great venue to have this double podium affair. And there is Chanel Bota, definitely not grooving on that wave. She's in and out. There's our surfer from Portugal, Miss Bonvelat. We saw her win her heat just a little earlier today. And Portugal will be the site of the 2016 ISA World Junior Championships. We're going to go down to the islands down south in the Azores. So pretty exciting venue looking at next year as well. You can see on your screen Candelaria Rizano just scratching to get under this wave. Oh my goodness. So a little lobster diving there for the young 9-year-old surfer. And she is a local at Popoyo Beach in Nicaragua, site of last World Games, and quite a good right and left hand reef break right there. So she's no stranger to getting a little bit pounded. Right back out there, right back up on her board, back in action.
12 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Don't forget, you can enter the 7 days of 7 seas entry. Or should we say the 6 days of 7 seas entry, because we've already given out 1 wetsuit courtesy of Vizsla. They're going to be doing each and every day of the contest now through October 18th till Sunday. And our winner yesterday was Craig McLuhan from the United Kingdom. That's right. Doesn't matter where you're from. How do you enter? All you have to do is go to Vizsla's Facebook page, click on the Win tab, and you're entered. And just around 4 o'clock Pacific time, we're going to be announcing today's winners. So it's just that easy. Thank you, Vizsla. Creators and innovators, they are.
Yeah, really cool of Vizsla to get involved in this. And right now, involved in a good long right-hander was Chanel Bota. Although she did share that ride at the beginning with Candelaria Rizano in the back. We'll see if the judges will deem that as a potential interference. I don't know that she was in her way. She may have been too far back. So the judges look at that criteria when they make those very important decisions about interference.
Now, Mike, back in your day, last century, when you used to compete.
That was in the 1800s.
No, okay, I just want to be correct. Anytime someone dropped in on someone, it was an interference. Now the judges have revamped that by what now?
Well, it's basically a factor of whether they've actually interfered. You know, back in the day, they didn't have the replay system. They didn't have electronic scoring, and they just wanted to eliminate the whole issue of interference by basically saying, hey, do not get on somebody else's wave at all. You will get an interference automatically. We're not going to look. We're not going to cry. We're not going to say whether you're too far back or not. You should not be on the same swell as another surfer. And nowadays, you know, it's squared off. It's a little more lenient in the fact that the judges take the time to really consider whether or not the other surfer impeded on
the scoring potential of the other surfer.
Exactly.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better.
Well, you did say it better.
No, I didn't. You said it better.
So that was Sofia Loe from Colombia. She's a 15-year-old young lady. She is out of, she was born in Barranquilla and resides in Puerto Colombia. So her favorite surf break is trestles. No doubt that means she spends a little time in Southern California. And there is our little a little 9-year-old Nicaraguan sprite. She's got getting coached down the beach to paddle out on the other side of the pier. She's now in 4th position. Doesn't need a big score to get in advancing position, but she's got her work cut out for her, because as the tide drops, it's really a battle to get out there during a set.
And how smart is this? Knowing the advantage of paddling in, running down the beach, not fighting the current to go back out on the pier, but to use the current to her advantage to go back out in the surf line at the age of 9. And this is so great to see. 9 minutes, 18 seconds remaining. And for Candy Rosano from Nicaragua in yellow, only requiring a below-average score of a 2.44 to get herself out of 4th into 2nd place.
Well, you can see all those waves breaking in the background. There's the first of many duck dives that this young surfer is going to have to perform to get back in the lineup. For those of you in the know, we all know duck diving is all a part of the sport. For those of you that are just tuning in to surfing and interested in the sport, a duck dive is basically where you push the nose of the board underwater, and as the tail comes up and the wave approaches, you step on the tail, and it's almost like a little bit of a fulcrum. You get a little flick underwater. There it is, boom, under, through. So it actually propels you out the back after you've released the tail.
She's got great technique. She's got that kick down too.
Well, a large part about getting back out quick is timing. You know, she's going to go under some of these whitewashes while they're not too big, but as she gets out there, hopefully the set will recede, and you know, she'll have some flatter water to paddle through. Right now, Mariana Assis from Portugal in the white jersey is in the lead. She's got a 3.5 and a 1.47, so just based on that alone, it's a very low-scoring affair right now. Sofia Loe on her last wave scored a 2.6, I'm sorry, 2.0, and so she's in 2nd place. Chanel Bota, she's got that 2.53 on the last wave, but she needs a 2.08 to move into advancing position. And Candelaria Rizano in the yellow jersey from Nicaragua only needs a 2.44, so very, very low requirements from these surfers right now. We'll see if one of these girls can get a wave in the average to excellent range and sort of spread the ranks here.
7 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. The 4th event of the International Surfing Year for 2015. Live here at Oceanside. It's the Vizsla ISA World Junior Surfing Championships. The ISA conducted their ISA World Stand-Up Paddle and Paddleboarding Championships down in Sayulita, Mexico, May 10th through the 17th, with the United States winning gold as team. Australia was 2nd, Hawaii was 3rd, New Zealand was 4th. And then just a couple of weeks later, everyone moved down to Popoyo, Nicaragua for the ISA World Junior Surfing Championships, May 31st to June 1st. And Costa Rica took the gold. What an exciting time it was for Team Costa Rica. Portugal 2nd, USA 3rd, Peru 4th. And just 2 weeks ago, September 24th through the 27th, La Jolla Shores hosted the inaugural World Surfing Championships, where we saw Felipe Lima from Brazil win the sit division, Mono Stewart from Australia win the stand division, Bruno Hansen win the prone division, and Jesse Ballard from California winning the assist division. And right now we're in the 4th event of the calendar year of the Vizsla ISA World Junior Surfing Championships between now and October 18th. And one more event on the docket, the ISA World Bodyboarding Championships in Enrique, Chile, December 6th through the 13th.
All right, looks like the ocean has calmed down, meaning all surfers have a great opportunity right now to scratch back out into position. And positioning is a very important factor. Now that the tide is dropping out, you know, these ladies are going to position themselves on the peakier side of things. They're going to want to look for those stand-up peaks, because sometimes these long walls on the dropping tide just really peel off way too fast. Beautiful conditions though. We've had just absolutely phenomenal surfing opportunities. I've been here for about 5 days. I was surfing in my trunks all day long the first day, and that is completely unheard of in October. Now there's a good looking right-hander. Positioning factor right there. She was a little too far in, unable to take advantage of that nice little wall right there. So a little shouldery section. She's kind of closer to the pier. I think they're calling that the pier bowl.
Well, take a look at that pier. I got a bit of trivia and history about that pier. The Oceanside Pier was first built in 1888, which is now on Wisconsin Avenue. The original pier was destroyed by storms in the winter of 1890 and was rebuilt in 1893. And the current pier, built, formally opened to the public in September of 1987 at a cost of $5 million. And of course, it is also the home of the Junior Seau Pier Amphitheater, which hosted the opening ceremonies and which will be hosting the closing ceremonies. So $5 million to build the Oceanside Pier back in 1987 as we watch in blue Sofia from Colombia holding down second place by the hair of her chinny chin chin by less than a half a point.
Yeah, well, that was a good decision. You know, she sort of sat over to the side, away from the other competitors, found herself a nice little open section, and she wants to throw away that 2.0, and my estimation is she's done that. Now, here's our surfer in white, Mariana Assis. She's got that 3.5, working on another good score right there, that scathing cutback out the back. That was a nice, powerful cutback. She's going to kind of do the, I call it the Huntington hop. We're going to have to change that to the OC hop, but unable to make the connection on the inside.
3 minutes, 20 seconds, whistles abound. There's sets on the outside. Here we go on the takeoff. This will be, I believe.
That's our surfer in red.
Yeah.
That's JLP2015 from South Africa, and she has got herself a pretty good-looking wall. Unfortunately, coming unstuck right there. The 18-year-old resides in Johannesburg,
which is the capital of South Africa.
I'm sorry, she was born in Johannesburg. I was wondering, wow, she must be really good if she's in the middle of the country. But she surfs Seal Point and Scottburg a lot. I have surfed Seal Point. That is a great right-hander.
Is that near J Bay area? Is that near Cape St. Francis?
Yeah, generally speaking, you surf Seal Point when J Bay is a little bit small. So I'm sure she's used to some pretty sizable surf. Here's a little closeout for Candelaria.
Okay, Candelaria Rosano now needing a wave score of a 3.17. She has a two-wave count of a 3.3 with a 2.17 and a 1.13 added up. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. And there's some people walking underneath the pier. Beautiful Vissla banners. And this is the guy you're seeing there on the shoreline. He's a cheerleader for Team USA. Haven't talked to him yet, but very enthusiastic. When I walk out, can I get you anything? Do you need to talk to somebody? He's my man. If I need interviews, that guy helps me out. The guy on the lower left.
Looks like a security guard.
Yeah, he's got African-American guy with Rasta hair with white sunscreen on his face.
All right, well, we got Team Stoke right there. All the smiles on the beach. That looked like our French surfer, Kim Beteau. Got plenty of reasons to smile. Absolutely slayed her first heat earlier this morning. And Mariana Assis, her last wave, a 3.93. So inching ever ahead of the pack right there. Looking to hold on to that lead with just about 1 minute 10 seconds left, Bo.
Yeah, all these surfers want to join this great list of former junior world championships at the ISA, like Tom Curran, like Gabriel Mendita. Nice maneuver off the rebound there from Sofia. Not able to pull it off. Let's see if we can pan around. Yeah, and there's a closeout section as she bails off her way, 50 seconds. Yeah, how would you like to be on this list of Gabriel Mendita, Julian Wilson, Jordy Smith, Alejo Moniz, Felipe Toledo, Owen Wright, Steph Gilmore, Sally Fitz, Lauren Enever, Tyler Wright, Tatiana Weston Webb, Mahina Maeda, Josh Moniz. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And our men's 18-year-old winner from last year, Luan Wood, from Brazil, was the trickster aerial specialist in Ecuador.
Yeah, a lot of exciting surfing from that young man last year in Ecuador. So surfing powerhouse team Brazil. I mean, Brazil, they've coined the phrase the Brazilian storm, and he caught the memo last year taking out the juniors. So that's a wrap for this heat. Time's up. Mariana Assis from Portugal in the white jersey in first. Sofia Loe from Colombia in the blue jersey. And
And we'll be right back with
Pero
more
de segunda.
exciting action. You're watching the 2015 Vista ISA World Junior Surfing Championships live
¿Qué tiempo?
from Oceanside, California.
70.